outbreak could be.
Okay.
Let me see.
All right. This is this one.
Say something.
Something.
Okay.
Party people.
It's that one.
Okay. Welcome to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. I'm your brother John.
And this is Qiana.
This program is being brought to you as part of the New Image Project at the Community Development and Training Center, aka See That?
See that?
And we like to thank y'all for tuning in and helping us to redefine what's cool, because smart is
The new
gangster.
baby.
And if you don't know,
now you know.
now you know.
We're so creative.
Yeah, we are. That's what you do on Freestyle Friday. But before we do that, let's give them this message real quick.
Go ahead.
The Tampa Bay Breakfast Club is an independently produced program. The views, opinions, and statements expressed by hosts, guests, or callers are their own and do not necessarily reflect the views, positions, or policies of Carafesta Radio. 99 Jams, its ownership, management, affiliates, sponsors, or partners.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, that felt good.
Yeah, that always feels real good. Oh man, so Freestyle Friday.
It's graduation.
Graduation
It
season.
started.
I love to see the graduates.
It started yesterday.
Yeah. Okay, the graduation.
Boca Ciega. I know
Okay.
Boca Ciegas was yesterday.
I did see Boca Ciega.
So right now I'm missing Gibbs.
Okay.
Gibbs started at 7:30 this morning.
Okay, yeah, my daughter was going to support a friend of hers that was graduating.
Tomorrow, no, these are the ones that I'm invited to.
Okay, gotcha.
Tomorrow, Lakewood at 10.
Okay. Are they back at the Trop?
They back at the Trop.
Okay, that's what's up.
Back at the
That's
Trop.
what's up. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So congratulations to all of the graduates. And if you got a graduate, somebody that's graduating, tag them. And
if you want to call in and give them a shout out, ain't nothing like
Please.
having your name screamed across the radio.
Yeah. Call in 727-637-2416. Give a shout out to the graduates.
That was
open up the lines, y'all.
Like that was the coolest thing. Remember when Bubba and them used to listen to you and you'd be like, Papa say hey.
That's right.
Right. And then when my nieces and nephews hit me and they be like, oh, TT on the radio.
Yeah,
like we little celebrities to them,
that
you know.
is.
So like it gives them and they get them the extra boosts of confidence when they go in there.
And these children need boosts and confidence.
Oh, they do. So
all these babies graduate, and to them especially. My baby Marley Poole.
Yeah,
Marley. Shout out to Molly. What's good? What's good, Charlie?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, shout them out though. That's an accomplishment.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah. The challenge I'm seeing now, Brother Robert Salam. So we know we have students that are graduating, and a lot of them are what they call functionally illiterate.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
What do you do about that?
Nothing.
You got to do something.
No, you know how many people I know that's functionally illiterate and make it like
they doing all right.
They doing all right.
You know what functionally illiterate is, Q?
Yes. Go ahead.
You can read enough to function, but you can't really read for real.
Yeah, you know how many people? That's why Tony started.
Okay.
The barbershop, book,
yes,
because
shout out to the Competitive Readers Coalition. Yeah,
right. Like
so that's what you can do about it. You can support the. You can do something. Come on.
I'm not.
Shout out to the Competitive Readers Coalition.
No, there's always something.
Join the CRC, crcbooks.org.
There's always something you could do.
Yeah.
But now society has made it so easy that you don't have to. You got Chat GPT.
Yeah.
You have all these different
things. You got
things.
a calculator in your pocket they told us we wouldn't have.
You know what I mean? You don't have to show up to nobody's job because you can work from home. You don't have to interact with people. Like there's like a.
But but there's some skills that you have to have in order to be able to do that, though, right?
Yeah,
like in order to work from home, in order to not have to deal with people.
People cheat all day.
Yeah. So
I mean, this is, I guess, I don't know what they put in my coffee this morning.
I hear you. No, I've had whatever that is. That's what I had on Wednesday. So here's the deal. So functionally illiterate. Functional illiteracy refers to having basic reading or writing skills, but lacking the comprehension required to navigate everyday tasks like filling out forms or understanding medical instructions.
And you know what? They get, you know how many people, most of my clients are disabled.
Okay.
But I work with their caregivers, which is their family. Most of you know how many times that I go and fill out applications for them, or they'll call me to go and read something just to give them the understanding. Like you use the tools that you have.
So it says it consists of reading and writing skills that are inadequate to manage daily living and employment tasks that require reading skills beyond a basic level. Those who read and write only in a language other than the predominant language of their environment may also be considered functionally illiterate, because you can it's like if you speak a little Spanish, you can kind of function, but you can't really speak Spanish.
Yeah,
that's what they're comparing this to. So functional illiteracy is contrasted with illiteracy in the strict sense, meaning the inability to read or write complete or correctly spelled sentences in any language. The opposite of functional illiteracy is functional literacy, where literacy levels are adequate for everyday purposes and adequate reading comprehension. The ability to read collections of words, such as sentences and documents, and comprehend most of their meaning. But they were saying I think it was 75% or something ridiculous of the graduates were functionally illiterate.
Okay, can I say this?
Yeah.
Because we're talking about this because Friday. It is Freestyle Friday.
Yeah.
All right, and I'm finna call this out because you was tagged in it, right?
Yeah. We ain't talking about literacy no more?
It is literacy.
Okay.
It is.
I got you.
With this Trump, this whole Republican versus Democrat tagging in. Remember the post that you put?
Okay.
You is Chat GPT in your answers. You do not know nothing about that for real.
Okay.
I just want to say that.
On which one now? Because I got a few things on my time.
Oh
yeah, no, I tagged them. I was having fun.
No, they tagged you. They just tagged you in and just went in.
Okay.
Like,
it's so much fun though, because they take it so seriously.
It does.
That's the thing with me. Like, they really be serious about their Trump stuff. And I'm like, man, that stuff is so laughable to me.
It is very laughable. But what I do hate.
But it's serious to a lot of people.
No, you want me to tell you?
But where I am in my life, man, when I see people want to argue with me about Trump and Democrats and all of that. I ain't trying to argue with you.
You mad.
You big man. I'm gonna start doing that. Hashtag big man. I swear I'm not arguing with nobody, man.
And this is the thing. And I'll say this, and you could tag Norris, tag whoever in it.
Yeah, tag them. The problem is, as I love them, they're my people.
Yeah, like, my people.
You know what I mean? And that's what makes it so fun, because like I know them for real. You know what I mean? These are not people who I don't know. Like, I know them for real.
Can you tag them over there?
And we cool. And so I got to do it on my phone.
I could have did it on my phone.
Okay, yeah. And so it's just. I didn't see the most recent post though. Yeah. But like, we do that with each other though. That's what I mean. It's definitely a fun thing. And when we see each other, it's not, because I mean, here's the thing. Like, I've seen Nard. Shout out to Nard, man. And when I see him, we embrace. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like all love, like, for real. You know what I mean? And I ain't seen Tia in I don't know how long, but it's love, man, like, for real. And so it's just, we have different views on what's happening politically. But that's one of the things that make it so much fun, right? Because when you have people that you can share your views with, go back and forth with, but it don't become all.
I think the problem is
whatever that all is. Like, we be good, man.
I think, like, I'm okay with whatever views you with. Like, okay, I'm one of the people, like, I respect. The only thing is,
it's Freestyle Friday.
It is Freestyle Friday. So the one thing is, I hate the narrative of the hate of the black person.
Okay.
And the attack.
Oh yeah. That's a whole different conversation. See, I don't get that far into it. Most of our engagement is just around Trump. But yeah, I hear you though. I've seen some of the posts. So that's
really it. Other than that, I don't really give a darn. Like, I mean, I'll go in there. I'll say because this is the beauty of living in America, is that we are supposed to be able to have different views and still coexist with each other, right? And whatever benefits you or whatever, I rock with it, because my lifestyle is different than your lifestyle, and I always say what builds my house up might burn somebody else's down.
Yes, I've heard you say that.
So when you look at that, just say the biggest problem I have, if nothing else, is the name calling for blacks.
Okay, yeah, when it started getting disrespectful.
And that's really that's just it.
Because as long as you keep it respectful and because like I said, I always keep it light, and it's just like, I'll see some stuff. I remember I kind of started it, right? I might have started.
You asked what was the big deal about it?
I was just like, hey, man, what we missing? Because apparently, we ain't woke enough to know that what Trump doing is actually supposed to be beneficial to the people in the country. So I'm like, okay, wait a minute. So what am I missing? So I tag, some Trump supporters, because it's like, okay, I know y'all rock with Trump. Help me understand what this is for real.
Right.
Because the way I understand it, this is some more of that BS.
And to be honest, like, even they sued for all this other stuff. It was supposed to be $10 billion. I get that. Okay. And then it went down to $1,776, $76 billion. It stands for that year, whatever the significance.
That's the 250 year anniversary. Yeah.
Right. So
that's the country.
That's the significance of all that other stuff.
So let me give you the responses since we tagged, and I asked, and I want to honor the response that I got, and so I tagged Empress Tia Loft and then Swoochie Main, and I said, what's the real story behind the $1.776 billion fund? What am I missing? No, I said reparations. I'm like, okay, come on, bro.
So even with that answer, I'm gonna say this.
Okay.
And I mean, y'all are welcome to come on the station. Like we can have
that would be so much fun.
Like, y'all are welcome to come on. Let us know if you want to come in because this is what we do.
Yeah. The views expressed.
The views expressed. I mean, reparations. The fact that you got
1.776 billion, and so
and to brag on it, and to think that to brag on it for somebody who did a crime, went in there and tried to tear down the White House, do all this other stuff, overturn the government, and blacks have been asking for reparations.
So wait a minute now. Wait a minute.
And
I ain't gonna even say that.
No, say it. Please say it. It's Friday. It's freestyle. Please say it.
Because we've been marching in, sitting in, praying in, and not really going to do no overthrowing.
Right.
Is that why we haven't gotten it? Because the people who went in, made an attack, overthrowed it, did all of this stuff, they actually getting some benefit from that.
No, this is
they're benefiting from.
They are, but
the violence.
This is their system. So okay, and I was making this point on Wednesday.
Okay,
kind of.
Let's talk about it.
So on Wednesday, when you're thinking about if I start a business, this country, and I hire you the outsider, to run it.
Yeah,
my daughter come in. She's my. You throw a temper tantrum, I'm firing you.
Oh yeah, because you
my daughter throw a temper tantrum.
Tighten up.
Right.
Okay.
So this is the system that we're in.
Your daughter?
No.
Okay.
Not today. You ain't.
I will.
Maybe.
I would.
But most people not.
Yeah.
So I'm just using that example. Would. You have the system that's set up.
These days I probably wouldn't. There was a time where I would, but nowadays.
But there's a system where white supremacy, supersede.
Yeah.
And you're thinking it's their house, it's their system, the way that they set it up. So they make the rules. And so we have this argument about Trump can do it, Barack could have too.
Yeah.
Barack was hot.
He's operating from a different set of rules.
He is.
Yeah.
And you have somebody else where they give him a pass and let him come in, So like that was my whole point on Saturday.
No, I mean
on Wednesday when we
I heard it because that's not the first time I heard you say it. And so that was so now I said reparations, and then Tia, she said Trump sued the government in 2024 before he was president for $10 billion. Okay, so she put before he was president. That's a good key nugget. $10 billion because IRS workers leaked his
before this term president.
Before this term, yeah. So it was in between the terms. Yes. And his son's tax records to the media, which is wrong, right? You can't leak people's tax returns, and so he sued. They ended up settling out of court just now for the 1.7 billion,
which is still shaky right now.
But they say Trump doesn't need the money, so he created this fund that helps people in the same situation fight the government and the IRS if they do it to them. So that's so again, a lot of times our views and the way we talk about it is from our position.
Yeah.
And so this is how somebody who is a supporter of Trump is talking about it. Right. And that's why I think it's important to lift that up and invite this part of the conversation. Because the way that they view it, they're saying the reason that this was set up is because Trump doesn't need the money. And so he created a fund that will help people in the same situation to be able to fight the government and the IRS if they do it to them. He's basically teaching an expensive lesson and making an example out of their behinds so it doesn't happen again. That's kind of the Trump supporter.
So, but this is the thing is, if you can make an example, and if you really was about, because whites, like, they already was giving these advances.
Okay.
Right. We know that redlining exists. You know that there was, you see it still in the banking system and all that. You see where there's barriers still that happen. If he could have did this $1,776
$1 billion
to do reparations, why is it so hard to honor what you said that the families blacks could have gotten?
I think it's a couple things, right? So as I'm thinking about it, this particular case is in one department. right? So he's suing the IRS. That's a department of the government. Well,
yeah.
That's debatable too, because I think the IRS might not be part of the government. Like, that's a whole nother ball of wax as well. So it's a particular entity, because if you think about reparations to Black people, right? We would have to sue multiple departments, because you got like the housing and urban development.
No, forget it.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
Because so the example that he's doing, okay, I'm suing the IRS, settling with the IRS, and I'm setting up a reparations fund for the people who have been injured or harmed by the IRS. That's one department. But then you think about, like, with Black people, we could sue the IRS, we could sue the Department of Health, we could sue the Department of War, you could sue the Food and Drug Administration. Like, there's so many different departments. And so if there's a lesson to be learned, maybe instead of trying to get reparations from the whole government, maybe we start with parts of the government that we can clearly point to and say, well, the housing and urban development, department, like we can actually track that, trace that, and here's you can calculate the amount of the damages and say, okay, we suing y'all for this, but we'll settle for this. And we'll settle for,
I get it.
And then you move on to the next department.
But here
maybe
we go.
That's the lesson that we can take away.
But all the money that Trump just got, because he don't need it. He could have just said, I'm giving this to Black folks.
Oh, but that ain't what he did it for.
No, I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Like, he made the rules on what he did,
it's
or
money,
he
right?
could. It's his money.
Yeah,
he
like
can do
if you win a settlement, you get,
you
hit by a car.
You can do as you please with your money.
Yeah.
But
and what he pleases to do is to, give it to his base. That's what he's doing.
But I want to see, like, and as hard as that base go for him here, I just want to. Are y'all gonna apply for it? Like, what? Like,
how you do apply?
I don't know.
I
went.
You been wrong by the IRS
all the time.
What's up?
Come on. I've been wrong by the government, because he said people.
That's why I said
I've been wrong by the government. Like,
specific to.
So let's
all fun now. So if you've been
so
listen
here,
up, y'all, people in the back. Let's try this. If you have been unjustly done by the IRS.
If somebody, not even the IRS, because the people who got arrested for
January
6th, this wasn't
the IRS.
This was just the government. The politics went and attacked you and did something. So listen.
So that's the criteria?
So if you've been wrongly arrested,
okay,
right? If you feel like you have been targeted,
yeah,
and happened to me, like if you think that you have any disjustice have happened to you, let's go and apply.
Brother Bradley says what they can get legally is $1,000, and it's not enough for 1.8 billion.
I'll take the 1,000.
I mean,
those stimulus checks.
Yeah,
listen.
And some people call that reparations. So listen, y'all, we gotta take a break, and then when we come back from the break, we got a lot of things that we want to talk about, some big topics, and so there's some good news coming out of the Clearwater CRA. There was also this teacher that hung the black baby doll. We want to talk about that. There was a woman who put a hidden camera in her son's hair. We're going to lift that up, and then lots of community events that we want to make sure that you are aware of. And so make sure that you tag a friend, tell a friend, and we'll be back at about 6 minutes after the hour with the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. Stick around.
chase through the projects, dodging foreign objects. Street knowledge, I should've went to college. Odds stacked against me, surviving off instinct. 3 blocks from the precinct. Lil' homie caught a case, others lost family members. Product of his environment, projects produce violence in the middle of the streets, cause that's how we eat. Just a rap about the trap don't mean I ain't about peace.
We must stand together, all together as one. United we must stand together, fighting for each other till our race is done. United we must stand together. Under God we are one. We must fly to the sun every day, fight for peace, not destroying our dreams.
Peace in the streets, love to my brothers, love to my sisters. We all need each other. Children need their mothers and they need their dads. Taking a life that don't make you bad. The fact that you do that is so sad. Pocket watching, plotting on another man's cash. Pick up a book instead of picking up a gun. Increase your knowledge and that'll increase your funds. If everyone succeeds, then crime would decrease and people would live instead of resting in peace. Unity, that's what we need. Stand up and be a positive force in the community.
We are one, we must fly to the sun every day, fight for peace, not destroying our dreams. We must stand together,
Must stand together.
all together as one.
As one people.
United we must
United,
stand
we shall rise.
fighting for
You fight for me
till our race is done.
till we see God.
United we must
United,
stand
we will rise.
together.
Clap with me.
Under
Clap.
God, we
Clap,
are
yes,
one.
sir.
We must
Clap.
fly to the
Clap.
sun.
G beat on the track,
Every
man, and I
day,
mean this.
fight
It's
for
from the
peace,
heart.
not destroying
Back and
our
forth to
dreams.
prison, cause my position in the ghetto is wishing my dreams was in my hand, man. Instead of so distant, violent crimes on my record, showing judges I'm reckless. Guess they think I'm rich and young, like Young and the Restless. Every time I see a young brother rich in peace, got to be the only time when I watch TV. Cause the struggling and suffering is all I see. Besides muscling and hustling that wall with heat, I point the finger at the devil, boy, for taking my peace. Cause the only way to live is to take to the streets. But they rate me as a villain for the killing and dealing. For what? My last resort to make me a living. I don't give a damn, tell them so what? I'm gonna survive even if they threaten me with life. The arms of poverty held tight, making life a fight. But in the sky, we got to unite. Keep your head in the sky.
We must stand together, all together as one. United we must stand together, fighting for each other till our race is done. United we must stand together. Under God we are one. We must fly to the sun every day, fight for peace, not destroying our dream. We must stand together, all together as one. United we must stand together.
Tampa Breakfast Club. I'm your brother John.
And this is Qiana.
This program is being brought to you as part of the New Image Project of the Community Development and Training Center, aka See That.
See that.
And we like to thank y'all for tuning in, helping us to redefine what's cool, because smart is
The new
gangsta.
baby.
And if you don't know,
And now you know.
now you know, now you know, now you know. And we gonna go. You ready?
The Tampa Bay Breakfast Club is an independently produced program. The views, opinions, and statements expressed by hosts, guests, or callers are their own and do not necessarily reflect the views, positions, or policies of Carafesta Radio. 99 Jams, its ownership, management, affiliates, sponsors, or partners.
I can.
Okay.
You
All
like,
right.
okay.
And just like that, we also want to let you know again, before the break, we were shouting out the graduates. And so if you got somebody that's graduating and you want to give them a shout out, give us a call, 727-637-2416, or put their name in the chat and we'll shout them out as well. But graduation is a big deal. Congratulations, Marley Poole, on your graduations, and to the parents of the graduates. Because
it is not easy.
No, it's not. It's not. And then we were also talking about this 1.76, basically $1.8 billion.
You know what? It's Freestyle Friday too, right?
Let me just get, I want to take Tiffany's question. She said, my question is, did all these people that stormed the Capitol have the same tax issues though?
And I know they probably did. No,
so
all
it might
of
not
them
just be
could.
for tax issues.
That's what I'm saying. No, he's just making. He said
that was kind of, I guess, what the base believes, because the comment that I was reading was from somebody who's a part of the Trump base, and in the Trump base case, they're saying that it was to help people fight the government and the IRS if they do the same thing to them. So it's not just the IRS, I guess. Maybe they fighting the government and IRS. So if that's what they said. It was weaponized something.
Yeah. When the last time somebody
we need some sound effects because I
because I was rolling my eyes.
Bruh. But that's what he doing. So
Then so can Obama go for it? Because like he was attacking.
He was attacked. Yeah. He was attacked.
You know what I mean? They would, let me see your birth certificate.
So would you apply for the money, or
I am?
Because you know you got you got some people that's so principled that even if they was wronged, they'll be like, nah, man, I ain't doing that. But if you got $1 billion fund and you can tap into it, would you tap into it?
Listen, I'm gonna research it. Me and you are tapping in.
Oh yeah,
and
we're gonna apply.
Yeah, we're gonna apply, and yes, we are.
Let's ask the chat.
And anybody else that's on here,
what's good, Brian?
Because we want to see if we're gonna get it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
because I think the miseducation of things, and so here we go, because we was talking about literacy, right?
Yes.
And so me and you can read something and come up with something different.
Yeah.
That's like the Bible. You know what I mean? The interpretation of what you're reading.
Yeah.
And so and that's just like politics. Like I see one thing one way and you see it another way.
That's why they had the courts. The courts decide instead of like, okay, and what does this really mean for the country? Yeah.
Right. And you would hope that when you're looking at the same words, they have the same meaning, that you come out with the same
it's English though. This English is a bastardized language.
But you
anyway.
do not. Like you've had contracts and you looked at it, like I done read contracts and I be like, this means this.
Yeah.
And then somebody else like, no, this is
not what that means.
Right.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? So you take it in for what you I'm with freedom of speech. Go ahead. What
Tiffany said, I may have read her comment wrong. I was half asleep, but either way, do not disturb, right? Comedian Damian Davis was good, my brother.
Their daughter just graduated yesterday from Boca Ciega.
That's what's up. Congratulations. That's why I was thinking. I saw something like that, but it's been a lot of graduates on the timeline, and so that was another one.
Good too.
Yeah,
it looked good.
So what's up with these fights though? Have there been? I've seen some videos.
I've seen some videos of fights.
Pinellas County.
Not that I don't.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't really follow. So the thing is when you look for BS, you can find BS, right?
Yeah, that's true.
And I'm gonna tell you, I hate the fact that it's like social media always be highlighting black stuff, right?
Okay.
But we're black people, and so this is through our algorithm, right? True. So you look at it, but I can guarantee you that we're not the only ones fighting. No, it's just coming down our timeline because it's attached to us,
and that's what they feed you. That's what they highlight. That's the narrative that they want. Yeah,
and I hate to hear other people be like, "Oh yeah, blacks are the only one." No, we're not. No, Stop the
Mhm.
narrative.
Mhm.
Like, I mean, we do want to make sure that our front door is cleaned and swept and okay.
Right on.
But listen,
Yeah, it
what
ain't
I'm
just
not
us.
finna do is sit up here at like,
Yeah.
because we're the most peaceful people.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know if a child is abducted, they are more safe to run up to a black man
Yeah.
than anybody else?
Yeah, I remember a homeless guy said that. He said that he asked black people because black people usually give more. Like, when you ask white people, they not as generous. But he said black people, will support. They'll not support, but
Oh, and you know what?
whatever they'll give. Yeah,
Tears on because I seen some others. I really want her to come on.
yeah. Let's invite her. Let's send her an invitation.
We're gonna send an invitation because
that'll be a good conversation.
I
Yeah.
seen another post, and when she comes in, I want to talk about like black people forgetting that white people helped us. No, I don't think anybody forgot that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I just don't. You know what I mean? But but when you look at the statistics of it,
Mm-hmm.
right? Yeah, there were fewer white people that helped us than the ones that enslaved us.
Yeah, that was the minority,
right?
Yeah, that was definitely the
as
minority. That was not the overall practice. That's a great segue into this, right? So speaking of white people helping black people, funny, but I put out a quote, and this is what the people say. What the people say, I put out a quote. I said it was from Abraham Lincoln, right? And Abraham Lincoln. This was in the spirit and the context of Emancipation Day, because, May 20th, which is why we were at Deuces Corner Park with Black Votes Matter. Shout out to Black Votes Matter and all of the work that they're doing in the community. Deuces Live with the voter hub over there, Brunch Munch. But we were there recognizing Florida's Emancipation Day, which is May 20th. Of course, Juneteenth is one of the big ones, right? But the Emancipation Proclamation was issued, I want to say, January 1st, 1863. And so there's this quote from Abraham Lincoln back in 1862. And he said, in part, if I could save the Union without freeing any slave, I would do it. I just posted the quote. And when I posted the quote, it sparked a debate and conversation. People were talking about, history, context, slavery, political strategy, and how we remember historical figures. And it kind of was it got a little spicy. So there was one point that was saying Lincoln's primary goal was preserving the Union, not freeing blacks at all costs. That was kind of my position, right? Like when we listen to the history and it's told to us, it was like, Abraham Lincoln freed the slaves and all of that stuff. The reason that he did that was more like,
it was a selfish reason.
It was his political expediency, and it was in the best interest of the whole. It wasn't like, oh, you know what, they doing them wrong. It wasn't like he had a heart for black people and he wanted to end slavery. It was like, look, we got a problem in this country, and black people are a part of this problem, but we got to try and keep this thing together. So how do we keep this thing together? Well, we'll free some of the slaves. We'll free the slaves in some of them slave states. And so he was like just moving the pieces on the board, and the proclamation didn't like free all the slaves. It was like, you know what I mean? And so, but like, we didn't get told that. It made it seem like, they tell us all of the bad history and all of the stuff that white folks did. And then they get to Abraham Lincoln, and now this is a good white man who was like, okay, enough is enough. Let them people go. And that's just not how it happened. And that's what I was trying to, elevate and lift up as a part of this conversation.
Okay, so I'm going to say this. Sounds like a decent leader to me. Not definitely a good person.
Okay.
But a decent leader is because you take your self-interest. Like, I don't care if y'all enslaved, but that's
if
really
I could do it without freeing y'all,
I would. But you know what? I'm the leader of this country, so you know what?
Yeah,
I got to do it. So here we go. I'd rather have a leader like that.
Okay,
that makes compromises and do stuff that they don't. You don't have to like me to make sure I'm treated right.
Okay.
Because I don't have to go to your house. That means that I'm never eating dinner at your house, because I know that if I come to your house, that I'm probably mistreated.
Okay.
But if I'm running a company and I'm doing something, every time I see a black person, my skin may crawl, but I still want to make sure that I pay them equal wages because I'm running this country.
But see, that's the thing. That wasn't what he was trying to do.
But it don't matter.
That ain't really what is. So it was like war strategy. It was economic pressure.
Sound like a compromise to me. Sound like any relationship. I don't really want to do this. All right.
Knowing that he didn't free all the slaves, all of the people didn't get free immediately. The emancipation only applied to Confederate states, and so it was like, that was my pushback. He's not the this great white hope that everybody try to position him as. So when we had conversations about emancipation, one of the definitions that I saw, and I think Gabby, she did a great job on Wednesday of talking about it, but it said to free from your hands, but not from your control.
Yeah.
And so that so it's like I don't actually have my hands on you, but I still have control of you. Yeah. Which was another part of it. And then the other side of it, people were pushing back on me. They were saying the context matter and that, we can't oversimplify the history. They argued that the quote that I put was incomplete and it was missing context. They said Lincoln personally opposed slavery and he was managing a civil war and he was trying to keep border states from joining the Confederacy. He had already drafted the preliminary Emancipation Proclamation before writing that letter where he said that if he could do it without freeing the slaves, he would. So maybe that was him appealing to that part of the country as well, because he had another part of the base.
Sound like a real politician to me.
That's exactly right. Sound like a real, man, hey, y'all. If I could do this without freeing them, I would. Maybe that's the people who don't want them to be free.
Right. And then on this side, I only said that
because his vice president was a Southern Democrat. Yeah. He was what was his name? Andrew Johnson. And he was one of the most virulent racists. Yeah.
You said he was severely racist.
He was just like totally. So I don't even know how that even happened. But it was, it was the same thing with Kennedy.
Greed.
Yeah.
Great. Like
if you think about Kennedy and Lincoln, a couple things that they had in common, a lot of things they had in common, but their vice presidents were both Southern Democrats, right? And so when they were assassinated, the stuff that they were advocating for, you start to see the trickery and the foolery come in.
But you want me to tell you, so I'm going to say, if I'm running for office, right? Okay. And I stand 100% over here, I would probably get somebody who got a couple of different views than me. Okay. So it can appeal to the people that I want.
Yeah, I mean,
but this is why I won't run. People always ask me, like,
why you won't get involved?
And because I'm very political. I love the behind the scenes. This is ingrained in my DNA. Like, I'm a fighter for people. Right. You know what I mean? Right. But the games that you have to play to get what you know what I mean? I'm just.
No, and again, this was one of the other pieces too. So some of the bigger themes that came up under this conversation was how history is taught. And so how they simplify the narratives in school versus the deeper historical complexity. And so when we talk about this oversimplification of history, an example of that is Dr. Martin Luther King. Yeah. How they just reduce him down to I have a dream. Yeah. Right. And when you hear about Dr. King, if they say, what do you know about Dr. King? They would say he had a dream. What do you know about Malcolm X? By any means necessary. Right? You know what I mean? What do you know about Rosa Parks? She was a tired black lady who
that sat on the bus.
Yeah.
Refused to
but you don't know that she was the secretary for the NAACP, that this was planned, this was strategy. It wasn't like just one day she just was tired.
And then they
knew that she was gonna do it. They knew she was gonna be arrested. Why they got cameras there taking pictures of Rosa Parks getting fingerprinted?
Yeah, they are.
If she was just some random black lady who said, I'm tired today.
Yeah, because you don't think, do you really think that she was the first one that said, I'm tired today?
We know she wasn't.
Right. And then what society does is
that's
play
the oversimplification.
And then they want to play Malcolm X and Martin Luther King, right?
Yeah. And like you got to choose,
And what they both got in common, the government killed them both.
Yes, they did. And they was, not even 40 years old. These were young men.
So just think, whatever they were doing right.
Yeah.
And they both couldn't been too far from the mark. Yeah. Because again, the one thing they have in common, regardless of how you say it, is the government killed them both.
Yeah. And then so those were things that came up out of that too. So it was talking about the oversimplification of history and how it's taught. Also, there was a part of the conversation that talked about intent versus outcome, because even though Lincoln's motives were political, the outcome still helped end slavery. That was the other side of it. So it was like, regardless of what his motivation was and his reason for doing it, it still ended up benefiting, black people. So there's that.
So I'm not necessarily disagreeing with that, but I do think you need to tell
he did the right thing for the wrong reason,
right? I mean, having the case or to whatever people, But again, when you tell me that, like, because when you praise somebody and give them that, they have to taint them in some type of way as well.
Okay.
Depending on who they, especially when somebody's doing something for us.
Yeah, I saw, because this kind of took me down a rabbit hole when I was looking at it, because the comments and, what the people were saying about maybe Abraham Lincoln having like black roots and all of that kind of stuff. And
he probably was black.
But a lot of those narratives were being published and put out by his enemies. You know what I'm saying? And so they was like putting out, I think they call him Abraham Africanus or something like that. But that was put out by his enemies, and they were trying to paint him, as this Negro lover, so that those who were supportive of him and didn't love Negroes would, basically abandon the party and the politics that were associated with it. So yeah. So if you're just tuning in, y'all, it's the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. We right here on 99 Gems, WUJM 99.1 FM. And we want to remind you all that you can support the radio station. This is a community venture. And then we remain independent because of people like you. And so if you like to make a contribution, if you like to donate, or if you like to support, underwrite a show, any of those things, you can go to 99gemstheberg.com. And
you can send us some stars too.
Send us some stars.
Y'all know what stars work.
Y'all know what to do, man. So let's make it do what it do.
The black noose. Black
Florida teacher. look, here we go. Another Florida man. Florida, and I might need to update the story because I think maybe something has happened since I got it. I think she might have been fired since then. But, but I'm gonna read it as written, and then if it needs to be updated, y'all can chime in, let us know. There was a Florida teacher accused of hanging a black doll by the neck in a classroom, and the parents were demanding accountability. So what had happened was parents in Hillsborough County, they're demanding answers after disturbing allegations surfaced involving an art teacher at Barrington Middle School. According to a viral social media post shared by a parent, a teacher allegedly wrapped a phone charger cord around the neck of a black baby doll and hung it from a television inside of the classroom. The parents say students questioned the teacher about the act, and the teacher allegedly responded that it was done, quote, to get their attention, end quote. The incident reportedly upset students across racial backgrounds, and parents are now calling for a full investigation and disciplinary action. I think, again, since this, she might have been fired since then. But, what's your take?
It's inappropriate.
Bottom line.
I don't see what was the lesson. Like, I don't.
You wrap a charger cord around a black baby doll and hang it from a TV.
Yeah, no. Yeah, you need to be fired. You don't need to be in the school system. So yeah.
What made you think that was a good idea?
I don't like.
What made you really think that was a good idea?
But that just lets you know
where it was Tiffany's birthday. Happy birthday.
And LA birthday. It's both of their birthdays.
Okay, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, LA and Tiffany.
All in the comments. But yeah, no, so this question about education, right? How do you think schools should handle incidents that involve this racial symbolism like that and this culturally harmful behavior in classrooms?
But we see where they don't care about how our black kids feel, unfortunately.
Okay.
We can see it. We see it when we look at the history that's told by us, given to us, and the trauma that they sell us about black people. The fact that a white teacher felt comfortable enough to do that lets you know that they feel that that's okay. But you're looking at where the society is going. Like they're telling, they pulled Ruby Bridges' story because white kids felt uncomfortable.
I'm trying to, I hear that, but listen to this, Q. I'm sorry if this takes us off track. What was going on in that classroom that make this lady say, you know what? I got something for y'all.
I'm finna hang y'all.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. What were they doing? That in this like
y'all ain't listening. Oh, y'all saw this. You know what? I'm finna show you what'll happen to you when you walk outside. Like that's how I take it. Like you know what I mean? This is like they.
I want to see what happened before the video.
Right.
Like so before they started recording.
And what was her like when she did that? Okay. Oh, y'all don't want to listen. Oh, y'all think y'all. Oh, yeah. Or let's say this. Let's say that
she probably was doing something, and before that, and her response to, okay, you know what?
Let's flip it.
Okay.
What if she had Black students that knew their power?
Okay.
And knew how great they was, and their parents was successful.
Okay.
Right? And you in there, and now you have the white kids in there, and then I'm just flipping it because we call them back. Sure. But now the white kids don't feel like they're superior over Blacks.
So in order to do that,
I'm going to show you. Put them back in their place. Put them back in their place.
I got to show you like how it really works.
Yes.
Yeah. Because, because lynching is symbolic, right? Because they stopped, lynching physically and just started doing it with laws and rules and regulations and restrictions that basically lynched and castrated.
Either way, it was a scare tactic.
Traumatizing for all the children. Amen. And that's what they said. And it was like the young man who actually recorded the video. Mm-hmm. They were saying like you can hear the that nervous, uncomfortable laughter, but then after a while, like they was like, you know what, this ain't right. And then when he went to the office to report it, they said that she was like on his heels. Cause he probably was like, I'm finna go tell. Yeah. And she trying to stop him. Like,
you know what? When she done went too far. Yeah. And she was like, oh, wait. But you know what? To take the innocence of children.
Wow.
Because again, like at that, depending on what age they are, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. They playing with everybody. Your friend.
School. So middle school, you thinking 12 to 14?
Well, yeah, you got some views in middle school, but
yeah.
But
she said it was to get their attention. But they said wow. So what the parents were saying, according to the post, students documented the incident. Some wrote statements, and families immediately contacted the school administrators. Parents say they are concerned not only about the act itself, but how the district responds. And so they're looking to see like, okay, now that this happened and now that you're aware of it, what are you actually going to do about it? Because this could set, some precedents. Yeah.
I just want to say it. Like, I would love for the governor to chime in.
Okay.
Like he chime in any other time.
He probably gonna tell her to apply for that 17, that 1 point. she probably been trying to start a GoFundMe and try and get some of this 1.8 billion.
She probably. I bet you we look at. She might have.
She might have her name in the application
for real.
Yeah. Because they have, man. It's just so crazy how supportive they are of these types of acts. Like everybody is not upset with that teacher. Like how we upset and we like, oh man, this is horrible.
But you know what?
Some other people was like, well, they probably would deserved it or they needed.
You can't justify.
You know that there's some people that's defending
school
this lady.
Is where your children are supposed to be protected.
Yeah.
Like where where you draw the line. Like we fight over here, we fight. You're not supposed to do that in school.
Yeah.
Like you think you go in there. What Shane said? I can't.
She finna get reparations.
Yeah.
She absolutely is. I believe that she absolutely will.
She is.
And I say that because when you said DeSantis should chime in.
Yeah.
If he chime in, he probably gonna be defending this lady.
Yeah. I just want to hear what like.
Yeah. Y'all don't really understand what these teachers go through and what they deal with these students. And so, whatever you got to do to get their attention, even if it's hanging baby dolls by charger cords, then go for it.
And so here we go. And I'm not saying my Trump supporter friends would do this. Okay. But this is the problem when I see my Trump supporter friends do this. They will be the ones that justify this.
Yeah.
And that's disheartening.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, I done seen them come
I know what you mean when you say, okay, well, that's just bad Black kids.
Right. I done seen them justify stuff like, So when y'all requote this, because I don't want y'all mad at me and I ain't finna argue with you. You can argue with your mama, but not with me about this, because I'm not saying this is you. This is a general statement, but this be the problem.
There are people who would say that these Black kids deserve to have that happen to them. Yeah. Or to have that experience. Yeah.
with my black Republicans when
Yeah.
they forget
Like you forget you
morals.
black.
And right
you,
is
and
right.
you make
is wrong.
excuses for everything.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I
Other
hear
than
that.
that, yeah. So
Yeah, no, you're right. And then let me take some of the comments, and then I want to go to another story that's kind of related.
Similar.
Yeah, it is. UB definitely got the attention, just not the attention or response she wanted. Amen to that. You can't be upset about how people feel. I'm just saying the best thing you can do is know how people feel about you and move accordingly. Amen.
That's true.
Man, we can keep making excuses for people who choose that job, though. I'm not showing up to a place every day that I don't enjoy.
And I agree with Shayna. So like y'all know I work in the field.
Yeah.
One of my jobs is with people with disabilities. And I always say this is my labor of love.
Right.
Like I love what I do. This is the most vulnerable population. You know, they're nonverbal. Some of them can't talk. And when people mistreat them, like nobody made you get in this field. So if you're gonna be aggravated, that's like teaching.
That's
if
like
you
any
don't
caregiver, though. Yeah, I hear you.
And you don't do it.
Yeah, if you don't care about people, then why would you be a caregiver?
Right.
Yeah.
And this is the people who
That's like
need
people
your
work in
help.
nursing homes but don't really like
and then you want to go in there and mistreat them and all that. Why?
Yeah, that's
like
true.
there's not somewhere that says that you have to work this job.
I just saw something that I thought might be good for you. I'm announcing it. I'll just say it here. But I saw Lindell Bright. You might not know Lindell, but Lindell worked for the city for 30 plus years, recently retired. And I saw him at an event, and he was talking about this the city committee, CAPI. I forget what the CAPI stands for, but basically the function is to help advocate for changes for people with disabilities, right? And I think that that's a long way of saying that they have an opening on their board, and I'm gonna send you the link.
Send me the link.
Because like they need representation. And what he was saying was a lot of the advocacy around people with disabilities, he's been seeing some disparities in Black people with disabilities, which not surprising because we live in America, but it's something that I didn't think about until he said it, because he was like, even in the community with people who are disabled, you would think that, or special needs, it was like, you would think that this is one community, but even within that community, the ways that they're treated and the way that the laws and things are written, and I'm like, dang, like
it really
you can't get around it.
You really can't. And so like I tell you, like I found like a really good community for my consumers.
Yeah.
But I'm the freckle.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. I've
seen you. I saw some of them pictures.
I'm the freckle.
Like, you all right?
I'm the freckle.
Elephants, and I'm like,
I'm the freckle
by yourself.
But let me tell you,
oh my God.
I wasn't necessarily received at first.
Oh wow!
Like it was a little hesitation.
Yeah.
But when they saw my love for the people, and now I'm the first person they called.
Exactly.
They was like, "What?"
Because of the experience. But when you walk in at first, they like,
everybody was kind of like, you know what I mean?
But Lindell was definitely saying that. He was absolutely saying how that there are disparities and we need more people to be represented.
But we
on those
but we treat them better than the other side typically.
Yeah.
Like when you're going in there, and it's not a black or white thing, but I'm just saying,
it's
like
a people thing for sure.
It's really a people thing, and so like most of my clients don't leave.
Right.
I mean, like.
And so in that same spirit, as we're talking about that,
I'm the freckle.
I'm the freckle. So there was a case out of Kentucky, and so it was a Louisville, Kentucky family says that they became concerned after noticing changes in their 6-year-old autistic son's behavior while he was attending school, because their son is largely nonverbal and unable to fully explain what was happening during the school day. His parents felt that they had no way of knowing whether or not their concerns were justified. And so what they did was they made a decision to hide a recording device in their son's hair. And what they said that they captured shocked them. According to reports, the recordings allegedly documented repeated verbal abuse by school staff members, including yelling, threats, insults, and demeaning treatment directed toward their child. The recordings eventually led to some staff terminations, criminal investigations, and renewed conversations about protecting vulnerable children. And so again, before they used the hidden camera, they said that they reportedly had observed the changes, seeing that he was being more emotionally distressed. He had more increased anxiety, behavioral changes, and he had a reluctance, with going to school. And so again, like most parents, would do, and especially if you have a nonverbal autistic child, you face this difficult reality, right? And so they said that they had repeatedly questioned the staff. They had, was trying to engage and was like, my son is not being himself.
And they're calling the parent and saying, "Oh, he's disruptive. He's not." And they were like, "This is not my child. Like something
is going on with my child."
Tell you, parents or any caregivers, when you feel that gut, like start to do your research.
Yeah.
Right. Follow your.
And I saw a clip, and it was like heartbreaking. I couldn't even watch the full clip because it was a clip of the parent confronting the staff.
Yeah, coming in.
Did you see it?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Interview that she came out, she was like, me and my his dad stand together, but I'm gonna talk. My son can't talk, but I'm his eyes, his ears, and his voice. Yeah. Like she was, and I would be angry.
And she was standing there, and you could like hear how
yes, because again, you send your children and like even your loved ones somewhere thinking they're gonna be cared for. You know how many, like a lot of my client. One of my clients, I'll tell you, when I walked in and I met them, because I interview everybody. Like they interview me, we go through the thing.
Not the freckle.
But you know what happens is they were, before they got to me, they were giving up. They was like, "Oh no, like this is not gonna happen." Because again, you have to trust the person, and you know how many people don't trust. Like you got to stay in their houses. They got cameras everywhere because they know that their loved ones can be mistreated.
And that's what she was saying. She was saying like there should have been some cameras in the classroom.
If you have nothing to hide, like you know what I mean. Especially
so is that a thing? Like, should there be cameras in all classrooms that are running all the time?
Especially for
you think so?
For not all. So I say especially for people with disabilities.
Yeah.
Because it's a special care. Like when you go to daycare, you got daycares right now that you can chime in on their cameras and see what's going on with your children, because your kids can't verbally tell you what is happening. And so like if I say, "Oh yeah, you can put a camera in that," like go ahead, run with it. The likelihood of somebody mistreating them is slim because they know they know somebody's watching. There's no cameras there and all this other stuff.
And no accountability. And they said what the cameras record, the cameras caught them yelling at the child, threatening him, using humiliating language, calling him the N-word. They said they were mocking behavior associated with his disability, and the recordings also suggested that the treatment wasn't an isolated incident. Parent and advocates argue that because the child was nonverbal, he may have been viewed as someone who couldn't report the abuse. And so this is what allowed the patterns of abuse to continue, because they figured like, he can't really say anything.
And they always tell, like there's you. So this parent, kudos to you, because he was acting out, that was a way of him communicating.
Right.
So people everybody's is creatures of habit, right? And when something changed on what they're doing, typically it's because something has changed in their life, and good or bad.
Yeah, and you like that's a shout out to them too for being able to recognize it, because you know your children, you know what I'm saying, and you know when you see those changes, especially if you're paying attention to your children, you would be able to see those changes happening. And so again, kudos to them. She put the camera in there. I saw her with the camera, and she was holding it up proud too, like you dirty rats. Yeah. But it was just amazing to me when I was watching that clip, how like they were just quiet, just standing there like,
because they never been.
Like she had them.
And you know what? Because they can be like,
not physically, but
we have another one, and it said like who was mistreated at the school system here.
Okay.
And the parents, I think before I even met her, she's not my client, but she's in our circle.
Yeah.
And like she wouldn't even get out at the bowling alley. For it'd be like she would like when she see other people, she's very timid. Now to see her know that she's in a safe place, like when she see me, she give me like this big old hug, and you don't know, like, because you think that she can't talk, and she's hilarious, but she talk, and she's like, Q gives the best hugs. That's what she thought, right? But to see her come in, because like at one point she wouldn't bowl.
Yeah.
First
it took her them like 4 weeks to
Wow.
even get her out the car
Wow.
to get to the boat. She wanted to come, but she wouldn't get out the car.
Yeah.
Then when she got out the car, she wouldn't even bowl. She would
Engage,
just look.
yeah,
She would,
yeah.
and then eventually she started helping bowling, and now she's bowling, and now she's
I love
hanging out
that.
with us.
Yeah.
And to see that, but to
Yeah.
think that somebody takes that from them,
Yeah. Yeah.
like how
Wow.
dare you?
Yeah. It's a special place in hell for people like
Yeah,
that.
it is.
And thank you for your service and what you do, because I mean, just to hear that, that's encouraging, right? And we need more of people like you to do that. So
You about to
thank
make
you.
me cry, but
No,
thank you
for
because
that.
I'm just thinking
And
about
I mean that because I've seen you in action.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And I know the relationships that you have and the things that you deal with that are not just because of your job.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like family members and like.
That's what I'm saying. This really is my labor of love.
it
like,
really is.
'cause-
And I know that about you for real. And a
And
lot of people don't. So I just wanted to give you your
Thank you,
flowers.
thank
and
you,
thank
thank
you
you.
for that. All right, y'all. So if you're tuning in now, it's the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club right here on 99 Gems, the Bird. We're having some community announcements. I want to do that, and then we'll do Ask Qiana
Okay, go ahead.
before we get out of here. And so that was yesterday. We got this and fuel the vote. So let's start with what's happening today. So fuel the vote, your voice, your power, your plate. Black Voters Matter. Again, they've been like on go all week for this Emancipation Week, and they're doing the Black Voters Matter bus tour. And so Black Voters Matter and Story 727, they're bringing the community together for Fuel the Vote, which is a free community event focused on engagement, empowerment, and resources. Residents can enjoy free gumbo, free groceries, and drippy scoops.
I want it all.
Okay. No,
Give me the different scoops. Give me my
the gumbo, and the load. Put the groceries in the trunk. Well, if you want that, then you can go to Crossing Anvil. If you want all the things, be at Crossing Anvil between 1:30 and 3:30 p.m. today. Crossing Anvil is 1201 7th Avenue
We
South.
gotta go to the bowling alley.
Yeah, I got some stuff. We getting ready for the next event that'll
Okay,
be
go
happening
ahead.
tonight. So yeah, that's 1:30 to 3:30, and all of this is available on the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club page. So you can see the information in the flyers. We're also doing a Know Your Rights workshop. Y'all know the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club was started 8 years ago. And we started it 8 years ago around promoting and highlighting Amendment 4. You know, we wanted to talk about rights restoration for returning citizens. And so this platform was built really highlighting issues that impacted our community, starting with Amendment 4. And so continuing in that spirit, tonight we're doing a Know Your Rights workshop. Returning citizens, their families, and community members, you're all invited. We'll have a powerful Know Your Rights workshop that's going to be focused on restoration, voting registration, assistance for those who are eligible. And also, if you have fees and fines that need to be paid and they're preventing you from getting your voting rights, we'll have assistance for you to be able to apply to do that as well. That's tonight from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. at Dominion Worship Center. And that's 4016 12th Avenue South, right in the heart of Childs Park. And then tomorrow, there's a Florida legislative session debrief. And Equal Ground, and as well as other partner organizations, they're inviting community members out for a Florida legislative session debrief, where they're actually going to break down what's been happening in Tallahassee and Florida's legislative session, and explain some of these new laws and how they could impact residents. Because we hear about the big things and the headline laws, but it's a lot of stuff that takes effect like July 1st, and some stuff takes effect in October. And so this Equal Ground legislative session debrief will also be at Dominion Worship Center. That's tomorrow at 10 a.m. And so you can come out and learn about that. And then the last thing that I have here is the 2026 Hurricane Expo. So hurricane season is right around the corner, and community leaders are encouraging residents to get prepared now. Don't wait, because the storm is definitely on the way. We live in Florida, so it's going to rain. Hopefully we don't get no bad hurricanes, but we will be getting some bad weather. And so
It's been raining.
it has been.
I like it.
I do, but I'm starting to get concerned. And the reason I'm concerned is because we're preparing for Friday Night Done Right, and we do that in the summer.
Oh, yeah.
And the afternoon, evening showers causes a problem for us when we're doing a pool party.
You can't do the, especially with the light.
With the
But you
lightning,
want me to
yeah,
tell you,
yeah.
I am concerned about the raining too, because
Yeah.
on 5th Avenue
Okay.
North,
Okay.
it's been raining. The police have to like park right there to stop
And
it
block off,
because
yeah.
people can't ride down there
Yeah.
because it's flooded right over there by the Taco Bell and stuff like that. It'd be so
I know
much
exactly
water.
what you're talking about. Yeah, and where you at, Brian? If you're still here, man, I want to know how y'all looking over there in Campbell Park, because I know they had some infrastructure issues over there where they had some, what they call it, just regular everyday.
I know that
rain
the
that's
mayor
causing
went
problems.
to New Orleans, and I wonder if that has something to was that trip something about that? Because
Like infrastructure.
Because New Orleans flood,
right. Maybe while they up there, they can
that's
get
what
that
I was
information.
thinking. That's what they were up there for, but I don't know.
All right. Well, it was with the Chamber of Commerce, and so it might have been maybe not. But I was looking at who went, and it was like the Chamber of Commerce, so probably some business and industry related things.
Right.
But the Free Hurricane Expo 2026, they're going to provide important information on emergency planning, storm preparedness, and evacuation tips. That will be Wednesday, May 27th from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. at Lake Vista Park. And then the rest of these things are happening in June, so we can save them and talk about them next week. But I think that's enough. So if you are looking for something to do, a way to get engaged tonight and tomorrow, there are some opportunities for you to do.
And it's a holiday weekend.
And
Enjoy.
it is a holiday weekend. You got any plans for the holiday weekend?
Yes.
Memorial Day?
We're all we decided that we're doing a staycation as a family.
Okay.
We all went and got rooms in Tampa.
Okay.
Poolside.
Okay.
And so we're gonna chill out there.
I love how y'all love each other, man.
So
wow.
we done found a hotel. We all rented, got rooms.
Mm.
We're gonna do poolside. We're gonna bring the food out there and just take over these people pool and chill and just kind of
make sure you have your hat.
It is,
but if you got to throw it up in the air,
but it's enough of us.
Okay.
And then they can't kick us because you know how like one person get the room and then you like
everybody load up.
No. Everybody got rooms.
Okay.
So they can't say nothing.
They can't say it's too many of y'all in the one room.
Because we all paid for it. I got a room. My mama got a room.
It sounds like y'all might have got kicked out somewhere before. Just too prepared.
Yeah.
Y'all had to have the conversation. Like, wait, y'all know it's only supposed to be 3 adults in this room. And it's
not the room. But like we done went and like said, okay, we'll go out there. Like we done caught maybe like our 3 rooms, and then everybody will come out.
Oh, they just pull up,
and then we had the pool because you have the grill, and so we'll be out there.
I love it. You ain't got to say no more. We got 3 rooms. Hey, what y'all doing? We by the pool and it's a grill. Say less. I know exactly how that
this time. So we
so you good.
We good. We got enough room. Y'all can pull up.
Okay.
We got enough room.
Oh my God. I love that. So we're gonna go ahead and round out this Freestyle Friday with Ask Qiana. We're gonna hit this. Let me just do this clip real quick. Ask Qiana.
Ask Qiana is brought to you by the One Community Grocery Co-op. We're getting closer and closer to our goal of 300 founding member owners and bringing a community-owned grocery store right here to St. Pete. This isn't just about groceries. It's about ownership, access, and investing in ourselves. You can become a founding member owner today at www.ocgc.coop. One Community Grocery Co-op, building something for the community, by the community. Tap in.
Right on.
I was just having this conversation. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. So ask Qiana. All right, dear Qiana.
Mm-hmm.
My friend with benefits and I have been dealing with each other for almost 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
What started as something casual turned into a real friendship, real chemistry, and honestly, a real comfort zone. We've always kept it simple, no pressure, no labels, and no expectations.
Mm-hmm.
But now things are changing. Lately, they have been talking about wanting something more serious and asking where this is actually going. The problem is I care about them deeply, but I'm not sure I see them as a forever partner. Mm-hmm. At the same time, after this many years, it's hard to imagine them not being in my life at all. My question, after nearly a decade, is it unfair to still not know if you want a real relationship with someone? And can a friends with benefits situation really stay casual that long without somebody eventually wanting more?
No, it cannot.
Okay.
It's just, I'll tell you, regardless. So at the beginning, it can work right? But the more time you spend with somebody, everybody catch feelings.
Yeah.
I mean, the depth of your feelings is different.
Okay.
The care, you can't sleep with it. Maybe we don't subscribe to all, but maybe you can sleep with them or be around them and don't have no. I just don't see it happening.
I don't see that either.
Like, let's be real.
Yeah.
But I always say, friends with benefits, situationships. Usually, somebody in
And
there.
if you don't know what friends with benefits are, just Google it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you ain't never heard it, then I don't think you should be listening to Tampa Bay. But for real, like I always say that it's somebody that's settling for less, hoping that somebody will eventually get where they at.
Okay.
And they will eventually.
So you don't think that the friends with benefits agreement is like.
It's not long term.
Not a long term.
No, it's not long term.
And mutually shared thing. Okay.
No, because somebody always likes somebody more.
Okay.
Like, or eventually, so just like you say, like you see something more in them, like, dang. But if you know that other person, because life contracts change, right? Feelings change.
Okay. Yeah, that's expiration. Like, you have to renew leases and all of that stuff.
Right. And like you might like, I don't really like that person. Remember? And then you start hanging out with them like, oh, they pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then boom, 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 boom.
That's probably how my wife felt about me.
Or you know what I mean? But when you realize that it's no longer like beneficial for both parties or somebody. The person that is not that invested in, I think it's your either party should then remove themselves from the situation. But that's a hard thing because you're always hoping that, tomorrow be the day. You ever seen somebody who sit up there and wait and be like, all right, when I, wait. And then y'all been messing around all this long time and then the other person get a person.
Okay.
And the other person like, wait, hold on, I've been here the whole time. Like, why not?
Yeah, why you ain't make me your person?
Right, because that person is waiting in line, hoping that they're next in line.
They'll be the next person.
But sometimes
you feel like just the friend with benefits.
Right. So like when you feel like you want more, and this is why you should be honest with people from up front, because either you save yourself the hurt and pain. So
that's what Qiana put something like that in the comments too. She said, friends with benefits is never an agreement with both parties. That's I want to help me understand that. What you mean when you say friends with benefits is never an agreement with both parties?
Well,
y'all ain't agreed that this is what we doing.
You do agree with that, but what I always say, somebody else.
How does both parties not?
You do, but somebody's lying.
How? I don't get it. Because if you if we
I like you.
Like if this is what we doing, this is what we doing. But we know this is what we doing. This is all we doing.
Right.
We cool. Comfort zone. Whoop-de-doo.
I think it
But
makes
then I go my way, you go your way.
It starts like that.
Okay.
But it can start.
Is that agreement among both parties?
It is. So
help me out,
Qiana. But if I think what she's saying, eventually, like somebody always want more. Like if I'm attracted to you and then we become friends with Ben, like you be like I'm looking for a boyfriend. Like, let's say that.
Okay.
But like you say I ain't ready. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So we'll just da. So again, I'm settling for less, hoping that you will get where I'm at.
Is that the same thing as a sneaky link?
Yeah.
I've been hearing that term and I don't know exactly
nobody knows. I mean, it can be.
That's like friends with benefits, but you're doing it where nobody knows.
You ain't supposed to, like nobody's supposed to know. Nobody's supposed to know.
I heard a song or something like that. How could we get here? Oh man. So yeah, but Tiffany, I agree with you as well. She says the more time you spend with someone, you definitely catch feelings. And that's how you navigate those feelings.
And then you be saying, I don't get it either.
Yeah.
And I get what he's saying. But yeah, somebody in the party eventually wants more.
Okay.
Than the other person is willing to get, typically.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay, so Qiana, she added some more context. She says someone is lying while the other part is expecting different results. Okay. So
we're saying like
kind of leading people on, making them think that it eventually it's going to be something.
And you may have like at that point in time, it might have been a one night stand. Okay. Let's say that. Like, and then boom, boom.
Just,
and then you'd be like, boom, 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 boom. But usually not everybody. Yeah. But people want their person.
Yeah.
Or somebody that they can call, like, and
that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, people do want their people, but then you will see
Yeah.
They go off and get somebody else, and then that leaves a lot of scars for the person. Like, why wasn't I enough? Like, you're thinking like you're showing up. Like, I'm the one you call when you upset.
Yeah.
I'm your listening ear.
These
like,
are all
I'm
the benefits. Yeah.
These all, but
Yeah.
again, they didn't value enough to make you their
The
person.
yeah.
And then that
Yeah.
plays with, and you're thinking like,
Does
and
that
then,
change it though? Like once, okay, now we have the title and you're my person. Does that change the friendship? You know what I
sometimes
mean?
it does.
Yeah, because now it's like, okay, like it's a real thing now.
Because you
and
know
then all
what?
of the stuff that come with you know that don't turn into like happily ever after, because
No.
now you was hoping that this person would be your person and now they're your person. That's not the happily
And
ever after.
usually
That
when
actually
they
sets you up for a whole nother set of
Yeah, because
struggle.
when they become the person, now there's titles and there's requirements.
Yeah.
Right? There's another expectation that you have from
Yeah.
somebody that's your person. Like, we messing around. I
don't
really,
have that expectation,
Like,
yeah.
I could be in my feelings, but I can't really
Enforce,
check you.
yeah.
Like, you know, like, I can't check. Like, I
And
can't.
that's one of the benefits
Like,
of that type of
Like,
relationship.
I can't be crazy. Like, I gotta like hold
It's
my
gotta-
crazy, like
yeah.
real crazy. Now you my person. You
I
do
just got to send subliminals on social media, but I
Right,
can't
but
confront you directly.
But yeah, now that you my person, I could be crazy.
Right. What you doing? I seen that. Boop the
Like, you
boom.
know, I might not call. Like, we
Yeah.
just messing around. I don't hear from you. Maybe I call you once or twice. You
Yeah.
my person. I don't care what you think. Yeah, I'm crazy.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm finna be
yeah.
So, yeah. So is it unfair? That was the other part of the question. Is it unfair after this long to not be ready to like either make that
It's
person
like-
your person or move on?
I think if you know that this person wants you to want more and you're not willing to give it, if you care for that person, I think you should walk away
Okay.
and allow them to find somebody that's willing to give them what they're looking for. And this is why I say that you be upfront, because if I say I'm looking for a relationship and they say no,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not willing to give, I can cut ties now. If I say, okay, I'm not really looking for one,
Okay.
but I really am.
That's Shayna's thing.
Now-
Shayna's piece is like somebody's lying, right?
Right. So like
Yeah.
I'm really looking for a relationship, right? And I tell you,
Yeah, I'm looking for a relationship, and I'm saying, okay, well, maybe not right now, or
Mhm.
that's that lead on piece. Like,
And then- but
maybe
then
at some
I'm still
point,
not-
that's just where I'm at.
but I'm still not getting what I want because I lied.
Yeah.
So
Mm.
tell the truth now,
Yeah.
so you can cut your losses and find somebody that's going to give it to you. Lie and be hurt, and
Yeah.
then end up have to cut your losses then. So go ahead, because I learned years ago. I was dating this guy, and everything about me, I wanted to be his girlfriend, right? Like
Okay.
we were dating.
Yeah.
And he asked me
60
one day,
seconds,
and he
yeah.
said, like, what you want? And I thought, like, I was like, I just want to take it slow. This is what I said, right?
Oh,
And he was like, okay, that was our last date.
because
he wanted something
he wanted to
serious.
move forward. Yeah.
That was our last date.
Yeah.
And the next time I saw him, he was with somebody else serious. And he was like, listen, he told me, he was like, I'm dating other people, but I'm really serious. But I thought, but he said that after
Okay.
I said that, and now I can't.
No, but really, I did. So yeah, just
They taught me just
tell
to
the
be-
truth.
just
Yeah,
tell
be
the
honest up front. Yeah, not what I think you want to hear. That's
Mhm.
what's up. All right,
Mhm.
so listen, it's been Freestyle Friday again. Congratulations to all of the graduates.
Mhm.
Y'all make sure that y'all party
Oh,
safely.
brother
do your thing.
Donnie's son graduated.
Yes. I forget which one. Which one of them?
The younger one.
Okay. Is that Yasin?
Yeah.
So yeah.
No, not Yasim already graduated.
Okay, so that's Yeshua.
Yeah.
All right, so congratulations again to all the graduates and everybody who's celebrating. Y'all celebrate safely. It's a holiday weekend, so drive safe. Keep your head on the swivel. It's been an amazing program. Up
Yeah.
next,
Sister Hugh.
make you lose your shoes.
Yep.
And shout all around the house. This has been the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. I'm your brother John,
And this is Qiana.
and we out.
Peace.